Hello everyone, welcome to Bold BI. In this tutorial, I will show you how to deploy Bold BI using a Terraform script on Azure Kubernetes Service, or AKS. Let's begin with a quick overview of the Terraform script. The Terraform script automates the creation of all necessary Azure resources, including scaling and deployment. The Terraform script automatically creates the following resources: a resource group for managing all resources, a virtual network and subnets for network configuration, an Azure Kubernetes Service cluster to host Bold BI, a PostgreSQL database server to store Bold BI configurations and data, a storage account with NFS to store required application data. Before proceeding, make sure you have the following tools and resources: Terraform CLI, which is the primary tool used to interact with Terraform, allowing you to write, plan, and create resources directly from the terminal. An Azure subscription with an Azure Application Registry. The Azure CLI, but only if the app-based URL variable is left empty. Otherwise, it is not required. Let's start deploying Bold BI on AKS using the Terraform script. First, download the Bold BI deployment files from GitHub. I have provided a link in the description below. Next, open PowerShell and navigate to the folder where you have downloaded the deployment files. Then, you need to set environment variables on your local machine to authenticate Terraform with your Azure account. To do this, search and open the System Environment Variables settings. Click Environment Variable to add new variables. First, add the variable name Azure Client ID with the prefix of tfvar and add its value. Similarly, add client secret, subscription ID, tenant ID and their values. Additionally, we need to add a few more system environment variables, either locally or through the Azure Key Vault. In this demo, I am adding the DB username, password, Bold BI email, password, and unlock key variable and their values locally. To verify whether the variables are set or not, run the command to display their values. If you want to host the application on a specific URL, you need to add an app-based URL and value. If left empty, the Azure DNS randomly generates the URL with characters. I will proceed with an empty value. For DNS mapping, you can add either a Cloudflare or Azure domain variable. Then, add the certificate path and key path variables to enable SSL connections for securing the application. Check out the help documentation for how to set these variables. I have included the link to it in the video description. In this video, the app-based URL is generated by Azure DNS, which automatically enables the SSL connections. So I'm not using these variables. If you need to customize any infrastructure or application level settings, then you can change them in the Terraform tfvars file. I have created a resource group in the Central US region. So I will change the location to Central US. You should change the location value to your own region. If you are using Azure Key Vault, specify the Azure Key Vault name and its resource group name in the file. Since I am not using that, I'm not changing this. Now, let's look at deployment. In PowerShell, run this command to initialize Terraform. Next, validate the Terraform script. If successful, you will see the message, "Success! The configuration is valid." Finally, execute the command to apply the Terraform script. When prompted, type "Yes" to approve resource creation. Once completed, you will receive the output message with the base URL. Copy and paste the URL into your browser, and the application startup process will begin. Bold BI will be ready for use. In this video, I have shown you how to deploy Bold BI on Azure Kubernetes Service using a Terraform script. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.